Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Or we see NICOLAS contain Anders.
Yeah, but I think their game styles of Embre and Anders, they're different, because Embre is kind of a more consistent build-up 4-3-2-1 player. Anders is just kind of a 4-4-2 step-overs attacking kind of player. So Embre's playstyle suited him a lot against NICOLAS. Let's see if Anders can do the same.
Well. It's the big one in London. NICOLAS, the current Champions League winner, up against the new kid on the block. A very special, talented young man. Anders VERJGANG with a point to prove after dropping down to the lower bracket yesterday, suffering defeat to Oberon. Champions League awaits one of these two.
Right from the start, 5-4-1 against 4-4-2. And I think obviously NICOLAS pretty much spoke to Oberon, because that's what worked up against VERJGANG, the 5-4-1. And VERJGANG trying some formations till he found the 4-4-2. He just stick to it for the whole tournament.
Is there an advantage here that Anders has just played so much more FIFA today?
It can be an advantage because it builds up momentum, but it could also be a disadvantage because you just get tired. So, but I don't think Anders is the kind of player who gets tired playing 6 games of FIFA. Especially with those FUT Champions runs he did back in the days.
Can Anders unpick the Iceman? Here's Ronaldinho! It's the first shot fired towards NICOLAS's goal. Corner played quickly. Pull it. Back to Ronaldinho. Little scoop turn ball roll. Looking for a chance. This could be a gift. It's a bit messy at the back. NICOLAS able just to regain possession. He's a big fan of Roberto Firmino. There's not the biggest use of Champions League items in these teams. When you have got so many FUT heroes and incredible icons within your arsenal to use. NICOLAS backs the Brazilian forward of Liverpool, alongside quite a few other Brazilians you might know. There's one on the ball now. R9, back to Ronaldinho. NICOLAS spreads the play nicely out to Parji Song, who comes as a conventional right back. Down the byline, Capdevilla will do well and win a corner.
It's interesting to see how NICOLAS is going to play, because we expect that Anders to just do step overs, build up the play real quick and be really mechanic, but I don't know what to expect from Nico.
Well, let's check across to the other matchup that's also underway here. Antonio Redelha against Curte Darlo, where we've seen our first goal in that game, and he's Olympic Lyon's Frenchman that leads by a goal to nil. That's a qualification game as well for the Champions League. 20 minutes played here. Anders VERJGANG looking to create another attack. Has to have a new level of patience to try and break down NICOLAS. Fist into Ronaldinho, who's just offside.
I think we're seeing Anders being a little bit more patient.
He has to be, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so, because he's not building up his play as quick as he usually does. But you're right, he has to be, because he's playing NICOLAS with 5 defenders at the back. How are you going to be able to pass that defense?
Parji Song, all the way from fullback. Down the byline, this could be dangerous. Lucio comes across for Anders. How clever can NICOLAS be from these moments? Towards the front post, all it is there. We'll get a second bite at it. One of the best players from these moments is NICOLAS. Set piece played again. Hullit's there in the air! The Iceman strikes fast in this one.
1-0, and it's the 3rd goal we've seen from NICOLAS in 4 matches in set pieces. That plays such a difference in these kind of 50-50 battles, and that's one of the reasons why he always wins these kind of matches.
He's one of the few players, Gravison, that could have 0 chances in the box from normal play, but from set pieces he can go and win a game.
Definitely. We've seen it last year.
He did it in the Champions League last year, didn't he?
Against Matias Bonano in the final. He's doing it again. against Anders in a elimination match. So yeah, those clutch moments, set pieces, make a huge difference.
Zero reaction as expected from Nicolas. He knows there's a long time left to play in this one. A tournament that he knows only too well. And how much he'd love to be back in the final eight. The biggest tournament that Europe has to offer. FIFA players could only dream of lifting that E-Champions League trophy. R9 does get intercepted, Fofana wins it well. How quickly can Anders reply? He's going to need to have some really creative efforts to try and break this back five down. Just can't find a way. I mean, I don't know where Roberto Firmino is in that. Is he a centre mid? He looks like he's doing a job there at the moment.
It looks like it.
Chance to break for Nicolas, but he's not going to speed this. He'll calm it down. Huge switch of play, finds Capdevila. We'll check in again. What's been happening in this other matchup? That one just goes over the bar. 36 minutes in to this game here. I think there was a mistake. Oh no! Antonio Radelha is 2-0 down in that game. Curtadilo getting a real slice of fortune. He's not going to complain about that. 2 goals to the good.
That's a huge mistake you can't afford when you're playing these elimination matches. But it makes sense as just his first game of the day.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
You're kind of cold, you didn't practice enough because you didn't have players to actually practice with.
There's so much time as well, Gravis, just to get in your own head about the game, isn't there?
Yeah.
3 or 4 hours, you're thinking, oh, who am I going to play? You're watching the bracket, you're looking at the loser bracket. Oh, it could be this player, it could be that player. And suddenly you have to try and prep with 50 minutes left to play. Here's Nicolas. Fortunately runs out of play, but nearly Gravison. There was a play a lot there. Tease from Nicolas. Potentially could have been 2-0 up.
And I remember last year we had 4 players. We had like this year, like 4 matches to qualify for the tournament. And actually the 3 of them that came through the winner bracket and lost in the round 3 qualified, and just 1 who did a long lower bracket run qualified. So that just shows, I think it's easier to make it if you just play 1 game instead of 4 or 3.
Firmino will twist and turn. Oh, Nicolas teasing us all at home with a power shot. Can Anders break down all these shirts? It's a one-on-one race. Whoa. Was that last man? Is Nicolas in trouble here?
I think it's a yellow one. Yellow card.
And it looks... I'm going to guess it's a yellow card.
From that reaction,
Of Anders' reaction, I think he might have thought it was a red. It looks if it's a yellow card. But how different of a story that could have been. Last chance of the half, and Lastico somehow into the back of the net with a huge Comnu. Anders VERJGANG levels it up on the stroke of half-time.
We're going to expect some Comnu, we're going to expect some Vamos. That's the first one. Yeah, huge set piece. Crazy goal.
I mean, it looked like it just trickled in through the legs, and then Van der Sar just couldn't get a hand on it. I mean, it takes a certain FIFA player to get Nicolas saying anything. If we see a few Vamoses, we can tell he's up for it.
Yeah, it was a really good goal. The elastico into the driven shot. It was a nice opportunity.
I mean, hindsight's a beautiful thing, Gravison, because you've imagined there if Nicolas got a red card and then conceded. I mean, it would have been a terrible way to enter the half-time break. Half-time between Nicolas and Anders VERJGANG. The score is 1-1. Keep in mind, 2 legs of FIFA to be played. This is only the first leg. What have you made of the first 45 minutes so far?
I think it's kind of what we expected. We saw Nicolas keeping the possession, maybe 60-70% of possession, because he just kept the ball with a 5-4-1. And then Anders not building up too quick the play because he knows he's playing against Nicolas. And then 2 set pieces, a free kick and a corner, and 1-1. All even.
Well. Guess what, people? You've still got 3 more halves to watch. A blockbuster matchup. The game of all games in the Champions League. What a way for them to match. Two names that you wouldn't have predicted to be in the lower bracket. You'd thought they may have had it done in the first day, Gravison.
Well, both of them. I would put them as favourites in the top 4 winner bracket, but...
Here's Anders now, Alawiran, who's been causing nightmares for everybody here in the Champions League. Should be offside, R9, and he will be. You are wondering how they both did find their way to the lower bracket. Anders did lose to Obron, the Italian, who booked a ticket to the Champions League. That was in a huge matchup yesterday, and it was Emre Yilmaz that was able to defeat NICOLAS. Down to ground, referee plays on. Capdevila with a huge shot for NICOLAS. Still somehow in possession, could go down to ground, stays on his feet. Ronaldinho Hullet. Can he turn? Ginola, Elastico tries to open up some space, and Anders just been able to regain.
That's nice defending, nice player switching, nice tackling. A really good defensive play by Anders.
Ginola. And it's his turn. Show NICOLAS what he is all about. Look how organised that midfield line is, that defensive line is from NICOLAS. There you go, another big win again from Lucio.
It's interesting that Alawiran worked so well for Obrun. And it's interesting that Nico is not using him and using Firmino instead.
Well, let's check into the opposite game. Curtadala was winning 2-0, the Frenchman. Is there a way back, though, for the German that may have been caught sleeping? There is the goal back there for Antonio Radelha. And then back into the second half. Curtadala then extended the lead one more time. 52 minutes played there. And a chance for Anders VERJGANG to go forward. Alawiran. He's got Yaya Toure chasing him down. Back to R9 on the edge of the box. There's the ball rolls. There's the scoop. Turns. It's typical Anders VERJGANG. Back inside to Ronaldinho. Massive save, Anderson.
I don't think Nico's comfortable.
Corner. Just about makes it out to R9. Wins a free kick to Anders. What can we see from this? Step overs again. Is there a one more pass inside? Yes, there is! And there's another big reaction from Anders VERJGANG as he takes the lead in this game.
So 1 for Anders, yeah. 2 set pieces, played them short, step over, easy pass. And actually Nicolas moved the keeper, but it wasn't enough because he shot in the first post. And yeah, 2-1. I don't think Nicolas is comfortable right now because he's not switching pretty much in defense as much as he usually does. So I think Nicolas is not comfortable enough at the moment in defense, which is kind of weird because like Nicolas is not the most defensive player, but in defense he's usually comfortable. I don't think he's comfortable now.
When you say the word comfortable, what does that exactly mean from Nicolas? Just not in control?
Not in control, you could say, yeah. Not tackling enough, not switching to get aggressive with the centre backs. Yeah, you could say not in control, yeah.
So far, Anders VERJGANG's game plan is working out well. Tried to disrupt one of the calmest players in FIFA esports. Final 20 minutes to be played. Anders looking for a third in it. Ball roll. R9, reverse Elastico. Somehow just does get stopped in his tracks by Lucio. You can just see Anders VERJGANG's pulse there. Just how much he might be feeling the pressure in this game and how locked in he is. Massive opportunity to get to an Champions League final 8. R9. Back to Hullet, NICOLAS with Bobby Firmino. That was flying. If it wasn't for Hullet. We have to remember as well, Anders VERJGANG just simply was not old enough to play in this tournament last year. That's why we didn't see him. There's been a goal in the opposite game. It looks as if Antonio has got himself back into the tie just a few minutes before the end. It's a lovely pass into R9. That game is certainly not done yet, Gravison.
Certainly. 3-2, still loads to play. And this is a good chance, maybe.
Pull it. Gets the right side. And both Lucio and Capdevia.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Last 10 minutes here of our first leg. In this qualification match here at the E-Champions League. Fafana. Clever. Back to R9. Ronaldinho. Couple of step-overs. Nicolas looking for a cut back or just an option. So coming together between the two players. A corner. Keep in mind, Nicolas just did score from a corner in the first half. Keep an eye on Hullet. R9. And Hullet getting bundled between a few players. You just see Anders Verjgangs point to his head there saying, I knew what you were doing.
I saw it from the beginning.
If that was me, I wouldn't be putting my controller down.
I love how he plays with his tongue when he's concentrated.
There's not many players that celebrate every part of the game. You know, a big tackle, a clearance, goalkeeper movement. Nicolas, another chance, last half. Back inside, Ginola! With the most perfect of goals for Nicolas. Timed it green, you know what that means. Straight into the back of the net, game on, 2-2.
As you said, 2-2, game on. What a green time finishing. That's especially hard to do when come with a pass on the byline, the driven pass. Wow, what a definition by Nicolas. What a play by Ginola. And still, I think we are going to have Anders having the last play of the game. But yeah, that was an important goal by Nicolas. And how good is Nicolas in those margins, those last minutes of the game? Because this goal is important. It makes such a difference going to the second leg with a 2-2 result instead of a 2-1 and Anders feeling comfortable. There
was a couple of times there, Gravison, wasn't there, where Nicolas was just trying to enjoy having the ball with Ronaldinho on the left-hand side of your screen. He was trying to get down the byline. Eventually, all the stars aligned in the form of David Ginola, being the brightest star of them all with an unbelievable finish into the top corner. Half-time between the two. Anders Verjgangs, he's not happy with it. It's not done yet. It's not done yet. Still another leg to be played. We were treated by 4 goals in the first leg, evenly split at 2-2. Jaime Alvarez, we teased it, didn't we? This game has still so much more to give.
And who wants a break when we're having Anders and Nicolas matching up against each other? So yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for the second leg. Let's see if we can expect some more come news. Second leg between Anders Verjgangs and Nicolas 99 FC, starting now.
Win, and you're off to Istanbul. I wish it could be so easy to win, though. The players that stand in your way. Anders Verjgangs kicking from left to right in the RB Leipzig strip. And we've given esports, very own esports kit in the game. Nicolas 99 from right to left. The player that currently has this trophy in his house. He won it last year in Stockholm against a fellow Argentine. What was a ridiculous final. He wants to be amongst those 8 names that will travel to Istanbul. Firmino kicking us off underway. Parji Song, Nicolas looking for the first real chance of the game.
The player switching by Anders has been insane. He switched up the play like, I don't know, 20 times in just 5 seconds. The player switching is insane.
Massive win there by Lucio. A couple of seconds ago was really aggressive from Nicolas. Firmino. What's the power shot all about, Gravison? Nicolas is loving that.
It's all Juanma. Juanma actually showed me a couple of clips at Guild's headquarters, and they go in. They go in a lot of times. Let's just say every 3 times you actually try it, once it goes in. So it's a good percentage when it's not like that clear of a situation.
And sometimes you don't even need to take the power shot. You can sort of fake it, can't you?
Yeah.
Player bites into the tackle, you find the one more pass around the corner. Next thing you know, you're in the lead.
Especially with the zoom in.
So far, Nicolas has had all the ball. This is where he's dangerous down these areas. Capdevia down the byline, teasing Anders Verjgangs. Oh, 9! Oh, Van der Sar just stealing the ball off the Brazilian's boots. And Anders had something to say about that one.
I think he didn't like your screaming.
I think he was just saying to his keeper, pick it up. Stop fumbling around, pick the ball up.
But yeah, Capdevila is doing his thing, the wing. That Capdevila-Ronaldinho combination is working out well for Nico.
Well played, Lucio. He's been the star of the show at the back this weekend. Such difficult players to deal with. That foot hero has been a blessing into FIFA 23.
Oh,
that could be dangerous.
Keeper, yeah.
Just does enough, Lucio. Speaking of the player, keep in mind this isn't the only game underway. There is also Curte against Antonio Radelha. Winner of that qualifies for the E-Champions League final. Last time we heard from it, it was Curte in the lead, 3-2. Still so much to come from that one. If you are wondering, Tex is in action after this game. 4 more players still to compete. Gio Bundy against Neat the Spaniard. Daniel Seven of Hamburg will take on Tex. All for spots in the E-Champions League final.
Nothing really happened in the second half, apart from that R9 chance.
25 minutes in here, Gramerson. Nicolas, all the ball so far. He'll be happy with this. You mentioned about being in control, feeling happy. You should be happy so far, Nicolas. He's resisted and denied any chance. Back inside, Ginola. Oh, stop it! A perfect combination, a little La Croqueta. He'll be saying mercy to David Ginola.
And he'll be saying mercy to Van der Sar as well, because he moved the keeper well, Anders, but it wasn't enough. Van der Sar should have actually kept the ball in that one. But yeah, we're seeing a lot of La Croquetas, actually, because we've seen what? Anders is scoring La Croquetas, we've seen Nicolas is scoring La Croquetas, we've seen actually Emre scoring a couple of La Croquetas against Nico as well. It's actually an underrated skill at the moment, I'd say. Do you agree?
Do you think it's because of what pros are used to in terms of reverse elasticos? And I mean, step overs are so hard to predict regardless. Is it just something different in the box?
Yeah, the thing is, you don't change your direction when you're doing a La Croqueta, you're just winning some time. So when you're expecting a step over, you're expecting the ball to progress. And if you do La Croqueta, you're kind of faking it in a way. So it makes sense.
Anders struggling to get possession, let alone chances. 30 minutes played here. As it stands, Nicolas booking a ticket to Istanbul.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
To be amongst the best 8 players in Europe. A match we've never seen before in a 1v1 environment with so much on the line. Here's Anders now, keeping on the run of R9. Again, it's Lucio, but he's out of position. Needs to trap back, he will. Can Anders make something happen here? Alawiran, R9, all queuing up on the edge of the box. That last man, Yaya Toure, Ronaldinho. There's the step overs, there's R9, there's Anders VERJGANG! And it's an own goal!
It's an own goal. It's an own goal. What?
I'm not too sure what happened there. You can see it again on the replay. It was a time green finish originally. The step overs into the exit was great, and it's just very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. Wesley Fofana knows nothing about that.
Whoa. I mean, let's just pretend that that didn't happen. It was a direct goal from R9 because he deserved the goal with the green time and everything. But yeah, if I were Nico, Fofana is getting on the bench in a couple of minutes. That's a big mistake by Fofana, yeah. There's nothing that Nico could have done different.
Well, we spoke about earlier when we saw him, Gramerson. Something that's been very interesting about Nicolas's back line, playing a back 5. Yaya Toure has come in as a centre-back. A couple of concerns for pros about having centre-backs that can just catch up with the likes of R9 or Ronaldinho. Here's Hullet for Nicolas. This time Wesley Fofana not scoring own goals and defending well for Anders. But back to the point. A bit of an unconventional back 5 line, isn't it, from Nicolas? Yaya Toure in there, Parchi Song as a right back.
Definitely, and Nico was using Yaya Toure as the centre back, as the one in the middle, and now against Emre, and now he changed it up as he's using it as the one on the right. I think it's because of the German crosses, but I'm not 100% sure. Last play of the game, maybe?
Last chance. The first half of this second leg, it will fall to Anders VERJGANG. Little triangles won't come to anything. NICOLAS might be in trouble. Very, very well done somehow there from NICOLAS, playing in the smallest of errors. Areas, I should say, with the smallest of errors. There you go. NICOLAS, very, very calm there. Half time, 45 minutes away. Still nothing to separate the two.
The thing is, how good is Anders pressing? Because you don't see that from NICOLAS. Just like wasting a build-up in the defenders. It's because of the second man press from Anders, which has been insane with the midfielders, with the strikers. And I think he's making Nico uncomfortable on the ball.
We have to say, I know there was a mistake from NICOLAS, but you have to be insane to play the ball around your box against Anders VERJGANG, who is pressing you like mad. Only certain players can do that, and NICOLAS is one of them.
The thing is, if you pass it to your midfielder, he's gonna press with his midfielders, Anders ones. So you're gonna be stuck in a situation where you cannot move. So you gotta be patient, you gotta pass it around the back with the center backs, with the full backs, with the keeper. But the thing is, Anders changed up his pressure, his pressing system, and it's working out for him, as we are seeing. So we're kind of seeing tactical changes and the way they're playing. And that's what we love about FIFA and competitive FIFA, how the game could actually change from the start of it as it goes on.
Well, look, Gravison, 45 minutes away. This is the time to play your best FIFA. NICOLAS from left to right in this last 45 of Guild Esports. Anders VERJGANG looking to unsettle the storyline, to rip up the script of stopping a potential back-to-back E-Champions League winner. Keep an eye on R9's run there, bottom half of your screen. There's a left back available, lots of space for Anders, doesn't want to use him as of yet. Big switch potentially on. Instead, happy to play out this way.
Whoa.
Big win, timed it right.
You see how he presses with Yaya Toure and Gullit. Anders, that's why he passes the ball backwards to the centre backs.
Nearly. NICOLAS. Dispossessed, Yaya Toure, the stronger of the two in that battle. And here comes the onslaught of RB Leipzig shirts. Look at R9, bottom half of your screen. Ginola in the box as well. Anders VERJGANG cut back into the path of David Ginola. 4-3. The Danish wonderkid leads.
It's just perfect FIFA. How he actually managed to run the byline with Ronaldinho. He had the chance to actually cut the ball away and do a step over against the centre backs. He did not. He started running. He had the chance to pass it twice to the forwards, but he did not. He just patiently waited till the pass to Ginola was there. He did it. He tapped it in. 4-3.
Well, I was saying it on commentary yesterday. You can count on, I think, two hands the amount of times that NICOLAS has come back into games. World Cup finals against Mo Alba, penalty shootouts. It still haunts me, that Luka Modric header back in London at the O2, where NICOLAS came back from the death against Obrun. Last kick of the game, Cristiano Ronaldo at the back post. It's just what he does. Has he got another one of those moments in his locker? Because E-Champions League FIFA depends on it. There is so much time left still. 35 minutes. What'll be interesting here from Anders, does he go and find another goal? Or does he just try and settle? If that's even possible against NICOLAS. Toure, Ginola, NICOLAS looking for an equaliser. It's quick FIFA, it's beautiful FIFA. It's a great save. Corner, played quickly. Van der Sar, 2 hands on it.
4 defenders at the back for Nicolas now. Some tactical changes. We're maybe going to see the 4-3-2-1 now. Maybe the 4-4-2. But Nico is being more aggressive now.
Just see as well, keep an eye on Nicolas, so locked in, he always has been. Certainly will not be cracking a smile until at least he can turn this game on its head. Ginola. Anders Verjgang looking for that killer blow, that knockout punch in the form of a goal.
And that's what you got to do against Anders. Just keep it calm, build the play slowly.
Huge switch of play. Parchi saw against Capdevia, the 2 for heroes in a race. Ronaldinho, R9. This is the chance to equalise and tie the match up again. This is toe-to-toe. 2 giants in the FIFA world. I move, you move. It's checkmate again from Nicolas. But how many more times can we keep doing this, Gravison?
I think he's running out of lives. He just equalized for the 2nd time in a row, but I don't think he will be able to do it if Anders actually scores again. But yeah, the build was amazing. And now, do you think Nico is going to change to 5 defenders at the back?
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.
Again? Or is he going to be playing with 4 still? Because he did play well the 2 plays he did.
Let's see, Grav, if he has changed something around again. Keep in mind, I know this game is brilliant, but there is another game that is also underway. Any Antonio Rodalho fans or Kurt Adalo, we'd simply apologise. We'll keep you up to date with what is going on. There has been an update in this game. Kurt Adalo leads by a goal to nil. That is 4-2 on aggregate. He's 20 minutes away from an E-Champions League. Any French fans watching, you may have some representation in Istanbul.
Oh, this is good.
Anders keeps it in with Ginola. There's the trademark step-overs. Back to Yaya Toure, very fortunate. Keep it on the far side of your screen. Bobby Firmino made one hell of a run there. No Parchi Song inside. Step overs from R9. Does enough to sell 1 or 2 defenders. Oh God, this has got extra time all over it. Oof. Massive game. The sand timer has started and the time is lacking. Nicolas defended well by Anders. Loser eliminated from this year's E-Champions League. Winner will be amongst the best 8 in Europe. 7th of June is when they'll all go to battle in Istanbul. Who will be there? Anders. Can he do it? Back to R9.
Oh.
Lucio, what are you doing? Well played. Nicolas gets himself out of that spot of danger of a second. Now he has a chance to counter-attack.
I'm speechless at the moment. I don't know what to say. Oh.
Final 6 minutes. Has he still got ice in those veins, Nicolas? Anders again stopped in his tracks by the current E-Champions League defending winner.
And I would say this is the last play of the game. Nico.
Surprise, surprise, it falls to Gravison. Nicolas. Last roll of the dice, maybe. Massive switch of play. Finds Capdevia. A chance to send yourself to the E-Champions League final. Or not.
Oh, he was lucky.
Free kick. Will fall the way of the Argentine. Great turn, sends 2 players away. Ronaldinho, pull it. Nicolas. Within normal time, looking for the last big chance. We'll be patient, we'll wait to strike for the perfect time. Is it now? Park Ji-sung back inside! And if that was not blocked, that would have been flying into the corner. Quick corner to be played though from Nicolas. Last kick of the game for an E-Champions League final spot. There is Hullet. But so is Fofana. And I think we might be going to extra time unless the referee plays one more chance. Strap yourselves in, people. Extra time is on the way.
Jesus, I got goosebumps all over me. What is this?
There was a moment, David Ginola. He timed the shot green grab. If there wasn't a player in the way, we could be saying, Nicolas. Have a breather.
I need to breathe. I need to catch my breath. I need to catch my breath.
Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. 8 goals. Still nothing to separate the two. These are two of the best players you are looking at in the world. Forget Europe, the world.
Ander has been playing consistently good, but yeah.
Well, this is the last moments in this matchup. 88 minutes on the clock. Antonio Redelha will get a goal back through David Ginola. But is it enough? He did this yesterday against Umit, if you remember rightly, Grammar, so we commentated on the game.
Still, he has one more chance. He has one press. Wants a chance to recover the ball. And as you said before, he did it against Umut.
He sat in that exact seat as well, Gravison. I believe, by the way, our feature matchup might be back underway. Nicolas against Anders. We'll go back to it as soon as we can, as there is a pause in this game.
Obviously, Jose Antonio rocking the 4-2-4, Keturdilo rocking the 5-4-1 at the back, and there's going to be just one press now. There's one press, one chance to recover the ball, and one chance to equalize the game.
Well, here we go, side by side. This is it live now. We've already nearly played 10 minutes of extra time between Anders and Nicolas. Who is leaving the tournament? Who is booking a ticket into the final? It's Anders VERJGANG. We'll keep an eye on the right-hand side of your screen. Coming forward with a chance. Defended well. On the left-hand side of the screen, very quickly. Added time to come any second now. Is Curtadilo about to put France on the map. Keeper's out of his goal, by the way. Should Antonio's doing anything just to get the ball back. We'll win a corner. Thank you, Nicolas, for keeping the ball, by the way. It lets me just commentate over the opposite game as it comes to an end. Right, full time. Curtadilo is in the E-Champions League final. Congratulations to him. LDLC and Olympic Lyon. Commiserations, Antonio Redelha. He is out of the tournament. Curtadilo is in the final 8. Last chance of the half here in extra time. Will fall to Anders VERJGANG. Ronaldinho, back to Ginola, back to Ronaldinho! Oh, 9! Maybe! With the goal of all goals!
We have his mom on camera, we have Fer on camera, everyone showing up for him. What a crazy and important goal for Anders.
Well, I'll tell you now, this guy has been on one hell of a journey. It was a couple of years ago, he was travelling all across Denmark, playing in sports halls for consoles, headsets. Now he's in a tournament for $280,000. If you're someone that's watching at home thinking, what if, what could be? Pick up the controller and get playing.
I think this is going to be the end, yeah, first half, but still 15 minutes more to play.
15 minutes away. Have to keep reminding people at home, he simply could not play last year. He wasn't old enough.
The same thing 2 years ago, same thing 3 years ago. He's been playing competitive in Denmark and in amateur atmosphere since he was 12, 11 years old.
I seem to remember it still to this day, other than the incredible FUT Champions streak, but just this wonder kid from Denmark that just kept on turning up to these tournaments across Denmark and just winning everything in sight. I mean, I'd hate to see in his house how many controllers and headsets he's won, because he won quite a lot in those years before he was eligible to play here. Have to remember, back to the point again, his first involvement really in Pro FIFA was the virtual Bundesliga, was club champion last year with RB Leipzig. Then we saw him in Copenhagen briefly with the E-Nations Cup. And now this has been his first real year in the FGS. 15 minutes away from knocking out the current defending E-Champions League winner in NICOLAS. 15 minutes, NICOLAS. Show us another moment of magic. Is this it now? Needs to be perfect defending, Gravison. For the next 10 minutes. Ginola, if he scores now, he could put the game to bed. Keeper teased off the line. I thought that was going to get ugly for a minute.
But that was a nice tackle for Nico by Yaya Toure, and still 10 minutes to play.
Massive switch of play. It is a double up on Capdevere. That doesn't come of anything. Where NICOLAS is having to put bodies forward now, there are gaps that are starting to appear. Lucio wins it back for NICOLAS. 6 minutes to play. Still a lot of time for NICOLAS to find a comeback. Ronaldinho, Park Ji-sung, NICOLAS looking for a 5th goal in the tie. Chances still alive, back to Hullet. Does well, does damage Ginola. It just takes a deflection on the way through. It's in his hands now. The game is in his hands. Keep the ball and you're in an E-Champions League final. It is Anders VERJGANg's to lose. NICOLAS. One more go. Here he comes. Perfect FIFA from a perfect FIFA player, unless there's a win there. Massive win from Valverde, who has been in at right back all weekend long. It will be Anders VERJGANg in the E-Champions League Final 8. There will not be a back-to-back defending E-Champions League winner. NICOLAS knocked out the tournament. And at just 17 years of age, Anders VERJGANg.
Cansado daquele atacante que só perde gols? Reforce seu time comprando coins de maneira rápida e segura, sem risco de banimento. Cobrimos qualquer oferta do mercado. Chame agora mesmo no link da descrição.